Watch this. Mayonnaise!
Ah! Bing bong!
Bing bong! Bing bong! Bing bong! Bing bong!
Mayonnaise. Bing bong. This is Perfect Harvest MLP Studios. I'm not even kidding, that's literally what it was like throughout the day when I went to UK PonyCon for the first time yesterday. But yes, hello every pony, hope you're doing well, and many apologies that this is very, very, very overdue, but it's time for my October Q&A. I'm sorry it's overdue, but as I explained in my last video, Snups has definitely bitten the dust. I checked this morning and yeah, it's still not loading, so I'm assuming that it's dead. But we've still got YouTube, we've still got Instagram, and for now, I've got a couple of questions, so I'm going to answer them, and let's get right to them. From YouTube...
That modelling bloke asks, when and why did you start collecting things? I'll always miss the app and the memories I made on it.
That modelling bloke, I know exactly what you mean. So first off, let's talk about model cars. So I've been collecting model cars and vehicles and that in various shapes and forms over the years since I came into this world, really. But I didn't officially start getting into collecting them professionally, so to speak. Sort of like old vintage models like Matchbox, Corgi, Dinky, that sort of thing, until I bought a Hillman Minx Dinky toy from a car boot sale at a vintage Steam rally in 2006, and my mum said, "You know this is Dinky toys, right?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Maybe you should start getting into this properly, make it, an actual hobby." And so that was it, really. So I've been doing that as a serious hobby since 2006. Militaria, I've been collecting sort of on and off since around that same time as well. And then MLP, I've obviously been collecting for about 4 years. I don't know why I do it. I mean, it's just nice to have something to do. I mean, I've never been a big video gamer, or just a gamer in general, apart from board games, really. But yeah, I'm just thinking, because obviously with video games, it's all very visual. Because of my eyesight, that's not something that I'm able to get a kick out of. So yeah, because all of these things that I collect are a lot more tactile, it's more of an enriching sensory experience for me. So I guess that's why I collect them.
Bubble Tea asks, my question is, thoughts on Disney the franchise, open brackets, IDK, close brackets?
Firstly, Bubble Tea, just wanted to say thank you very much again for that lovely message that you put on my last video. I think your message pretty much echoed all our thoughts about Snubs, but yeah, anyway, I won't dwell on the negative. I'll get onto your question. Disney. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been to the cinema to see a brand new Disney film for years, actually. But yeah, I mean, I think Disney's sort of just really Pixar now, isn't it? Disney Pixar. But I mean, don't get me wrong, the animation looks absolutely amazing. And I know that because we're talking about Disney, I suppose I've got to talk about Star Wars and Marvel as well. Yeah, I really like Star Wars and Marvel. And I know that a few people, when they first took over, when Disney first took over Star Wars and Marvel, I think they were a little bit worried. But I don't think it's made any difference on the film quality. But one thing that does confuse me is that Disney Plus, if all the adverts seem to be like really sort of hardcore with like rock music and make it all seem sort of actiony. But yeah, that's not the vibe I've been getting generally. When you think of Disney, you think of Snow White and Seven Dwarfs or Jungle Book or something. Also, am I right in thinking that Disney owns The Simpsons now? Because if so, that's not a combination I would have ever thought of. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I suppose I'm alright with Disney, yeah.
Portable Hole from the Future asks, have you seen any MLP hairstyling tutorials?
Well, portable hole from the future. Yes, I have. I remember when I first started collecting MLP toys 4 years ago. I remember I bought a Reboot G4.5 Twilight Sparkle Alicorn, and I remember I bought her and got her home, and her hair was so frizzy, even as I just got it out of the packet. And I remember going on YouTube and looking at sort of hairstyling tutorials to see if I could try and make her mane look show accurate. It never worked because the hair was just so frizzy. I have managed to style some of my pony's hair, but that's usually using elastic bands. It still works though, but I've never actually managed to do it without using any sort of aids at all. But yeah, so I've seen hairstyling tutorials by MLP Fever, Wonder Creates, and I think also, is it Toy Caboodle or something? I can't remember. From Instagram,
Blossomforth asks, what is your favourite G5 pony toy so far?
who else could it be? I mean, she is new best pony in pretty much everybody's opinion. I just love Izzy. I mean, I was originally torn between the other 4 Crystal Adventures figures that I've got, because I just love them. They're so show accurate. Yeah, I love the articulation on them, and basically I just love that Hasbro decided to give the main line actual plastic moulded mane, so they look even more show accurate. But if somebody said to me, out of those 4 you can only choose one for the rest of time, then it would have to be Izzy.
And finally, Fluttercolour MLP asks, is G5 awesome and what you hoped for?
Well, Fluttercolour MLP, what bits I have seen of the new G5 movie, because, little confession, I haven't seen the complete movie yet. I've seen most of it though through spoiler clips on YouTube, and from watching those, I have to say that it's awesome. It really is. I don't know if you've watched it yourself yet, you probably have, but it's just awesome. I love the soundtrack from it, and there's lots of moments where they actually genuinely made me laugh out loud, and some of them still continue to tickle me now. But yeah, I really like G5. So that's all the questions for October from YouTube and Instagram. I have to get used to saying YouTube instead of Snups from now on. Again, many apologies that this was very overdue, but yeah, we got there in the end, and I will see you in my next video, which will probably be in November. Many apologies that this is very I don't know. Start again, shall we? That's when he says he went to PonyCon, he means I did. Yep. God, I've just realised. Less than a month, I will be a quarter of a century old. That is depressing. Blimey neck.
So, calling all flingers, fling us a fling, and a note to all singers, don't sing. All sausage doctors, kindly lend us your hats, and the spoke on the end of a thing. And if you cannot obey, then you will wither away, and your feet will become very sore. And you'll open up your window and you'll suddenly find that a peanut has knocked on your door. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. If you understand this, then you're mad. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. And the singing is also quite bad.